Growing up in my neighborhood, it was kind of tough, experiencing a lot of crime and violence, once you step outside the door. It was definitely unique to grow up in that type of situation here in San Francisco when perception is that people don't live like that in San Francisco. To keep it all the way 100, growing up in the projects that you were almost destined to end up going to jail, either by way of doing the crime, police framing you, or getting shot or being killed. In 2007, one of my friends got killed, Sel Kuka, and about 18 months later, I was convicted for Sel's murder and sentenced to 50 to life in prison. Throughout that year, I started to believe that the police framed me. I got an appeal and I won at my second trial. The full time I did in prison was 6 years, 8 months, and 47 days. You can't make up for that time. And I think over the past 8 years, I feel like it's like engraved in me to try to make up for it. I know I have a purpose, I have a meaning, and that's why, I came home and did everything that I did and that I'm doing right now. I always wanted to be in film, and I was working and volunteering at a nonprofit called United Playaz. A guy by the name of Joe Talbot came in with Jimmy Fails, and they said that they were doing a movie called The Last Black Man in San Francisco. I asked them, I said, do you have any roles? They said, yeah, we actually do. How long have you been acting? I said, I've been acting all my life trying to fit in the city where I stand out in. They said, oh, that's good. And then they offered me the role. I didn't think my role was that big until we actually premiered it at Sundance. I'm like, oh shit, something is about to happen here. This is something that I can create, that I can control. I need to, learn quick on how all of this works. I wanted to, to start a filmmaking culture here in the Bay Area where we could tell our authentic stories and to create change at the end of the day. First film I'll be doing is SoMa, based off of United Playaz and Rudy Corpuz Jr.'s life, who used to be an ex-gangbanger and went on to, changing his life and ultimately helping, all of these youth, at-risk youth in the community throughout San Francisco to kind of like be their mentors of how, life could be if you're making these bad decisions and so forth. It takes the hood to save the hood. And that's what, really stood out to me since I was 13 years old. And of course, it's about the community, SoMa as a community. Everywhere I go in the world, I tell them I'm from San Francisco and they be like, oh man, you have a homeless problem, drug problem, high crime, and all of these different things. And I'm like, well, but San Francisco is so much more than that. And I think that this is what, SoMa needs and what San Francisco needs as well.